Yo, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be going over the Ghosts of the Past full set list, plus going over the money cards, the good reprints, and the cards to look forward to. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Keep in mind that right now a lot of these stores are selling this from anywhere. I've even seen stores sell it for as low as $10 all the way up till $30. Now I just want to mention really quick, the MSRP for stores is to actually sell it for $15, but we all know that's not the case. Again, right now things are kind of fluctuating, and as time goes on, keep in mind that everything I mentioned is from the day of this video. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over the money cards. Now I will go over the full entire set list, but most of you guys want to know, like, is this set worth investing into in terms of, like, you know, if I'm a player that just wants to pick up some good Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like what are the good cards out of the set, right? Okay, let's go over that first. So first off, there's lots of prints of evenly matched, but pretty much it's about $30-ish if you want to get a card of evenly matched, and you usually want to play multiples of that. This is a great another reprint in this set as well, and again, everything that I'm mentioning is at the price of this day. Right now, Heretic Seal, the Heavenly Sphere, is about 12 bucks. Again, these aren't counting the reprints because this just came out and got announced. We also have Tribute Land. This is about a $20 card over here. Nonetheless, that's getting printed in here. And then a bunch of the Cosmo cards, a lot of these just really kind of needed a reprint over here. But Cosmo Tidcan was like 18 bucks, that's getting a reprint. Dark Lady, another like a relatively pricey card, it's like almost $13, $14. Thunderbird over here, it's like 8 bucks. Meteor Black Comet Dragon will also be in here. It's like a $23 card. Then we have Buster Dragon, the Synchro Monster. It's about a $20 card in there as well. Orchestrated Return is another card that's getting printed in here. And then also Cosmojo is going to be in here as well. Now, on top of that, there's a lot of other cards that will be newer here, but that's pretty much going to be like the pricier reprints in this set. And keep in mind, it's a relatively large set once we go ahead and hop into it. But on top of that, the Red Supernova Dragon will be coming out in here. And now I want to mention some of the cards where right now we don't have the market price for these cards, but I do want to mention some other cool cards that will be coming out in the new Ghosts set over here. So we had Red Supernova Dragon. This is the one where it has an insane effect that we can banish this card in all cards your opponent controls. It's like a super boss monster. I like it. It's just kind of a cool card that I want to mention. The Necros of Dreadbeater will also be in there, as well as one of the cool Synchro Monsters, the Shooting Star Dragon TGEX. I don't see these cards being like $200-$300 cards though at the end of the day. There's also the Dragoon Knight of Dreadbeater, but these are just kind of cards that I wanted to just give a little shout out to, as these are kind of things to look forward to in this set. There's also, of course, like other cards like Armed Dragon 10, but the most important thing, and if you really want to profit off this, because that's kind of the point of this video, is that, like, is this worth investing into? I really feel like if you're looking for great reprints out of here, like, don't get me wrong, there's an awesome reprint. Evenly Match is a really good card, but unless you're really interested in building very specific things, I think it's going to be cheaper for you to go ahead and just wait for the prints to come out and just buy some of the singles. Because again, it's not like you need multiples of like every single one of these cards that we're talking about to the point where you need to start cracking out boxes because it's a $100 plus card. I don't see that the case with this. There are cards that will potentially be worth that much in this set, and I'll get into that in a moment here, but pretty much what you're really looking to pull from this set, like I said, it really comes down to actually getting the ghost rares, and this is going to be the ghost rares over here. So just as a heads up, I know that there was a leak a while back ago that did mention something about a Dark Magician Girl. It is not in here. We have the full list. So here are the ghost rares. So your big money cards, and the reasons why you would even buy this are primarily going to be for these specific cards. So getting a Dark Magician, the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Firewall Dragon, and Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Now, these are all ghost rare only over here. So like sometimes in sets, you know, like if I was to type in like a Blackluster, at least as far as I'm aware of, there is no like regular print of it. These are just in the ghost rare format over here. So unless you're pulling one of these, it's going to be a little bit difficult off of just like one box to really justify it. Keep in mind, this is a relatively large set. If we're looking at it, it's 132 cards. Now, because this video is a full spoiler list, I do want to go ahead and hop into kind of talking a little bit about it. I mean, there's the vampire card. There's some Lavalvo stuff. There's a bunch of Hermetic cards in here as well. There's a few Shadal support cards, but again, these are probably going to be in like under $5-ish. Again, I want to try to cover the cards that are going to have some sort of value, because that's usually what's going to determine if someone wants to purchase this or not. Now, there is a new archetype that is coming out over here. Most of the time, stuff is going to be probably pretty cheap anyways. Again, some of these cards we don't have price points, and again, it's because we just got the list. But as far as like the Sun Avalon, Sunvine, Sunseed, this archetype is new. I wouldn't consider it very good, but if you want to build it here, I honestly would probably suggest you guys go buy the singles. You can probably build that deck for under like 50 bucks. It's probably even way cheaper than that, but I just don't see it being a very, very hot deck. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, if you buy a couple boxes of it, yeah, you can maybe build it on the side as a fun deck. There's also the Starry Knights. This archetype is underdeveloped, and I would say that the archetype needs a lot more support before I would say, yeah, hop in, ready to go, competitive ready. There's also a bunch of new Dragoonie cards coming out. There is one really cool card that lets you just go ahead and just go for your combos, especially with Ravine and stuff, which is kind of nice. Dragon Link is still very viable in the game. There are some restrictions to it. Like I said, there's a bunch of erratic stuff, Lavalvo stuff, but again, is this going to be shaping up the game? I would say probably not. Time Thieves are pretty cool though. I do like Time Thieves, and there's going to be a bunch of them, but again, it's relatively like low. I'll link the full list down below. I just kind of want to briefly just touch up upon them. Again, like Gigante's Armed Dragon level 10, like Evil, a lot like Madolche Pudding Cess. Most of these things are just cards that, again, aren't super expensive. Other than the Cosmo stuff, that definitely needed a reprint, so I'm glad that they're getting a reprint. There's also like a Random Danger over here, so that's kind of, again, nicer to have. Some Metal Foe stuff as well, so that's kind of nice, but of course, without Electrum, a lot of people aren't really interested in playing that deck too often. At least that's how I feel about it. But then there's, again, some adultery stuff scattered around. There's the extra drama stuff, I guess, because it supports like the ABC Armed Dragon stuff, but like realistically, isn't going to be making an impact on the game. Again, I would say probably not too much. So this is more what I would say to wrap up the video. I would say it's more of a collector set than really a set where, like, while there's a bunch of new cards, I'm building this new deck that's going to be S tier. But those are at least my personal opinions and thoughts on it. But overall, like, if you go to the Ghost Forest, again, right now on TCG Player, there's no listings. Again, all the prices that I'm mentioning are at the time of this video. But if we look at, like, what can you actually pull to kind of make your money back? Again, that's if you can even get it for $14.99%. If you're spending like 20s to 30s per box, again, because people are buying out places, you know, with everything going around, people are just buying, you know, PS5s and then reselling them for a higher value. People are doing it with Pokemon, they're doing it with Yu-Gi-Oh! If you can get it for 15 bucks, I think that, like, you can maybe have some fun with it, because keep in mind that it is going to actually have 132. That's a pretty large set, and to actually go over kind of like the ratios and like what you would do to get your money back on like a let's say like at $15, okay, right? So unless you're pulling like one of these, and we have again 132. Keep in mind, if you pull a ghost rare, it's probably going to be at least at the start worth about $100. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. This one, again, a lot of these are unlisted right here for values, and I can't, like, you know, I don't want to speculate, but in terms of like reprints, we have about 9 cards that if you pull, you'll pretty much be a-okay if you pull one of these. But with there's 132, your chances, if you kind of want to look at the 1 in 10, but it's technically there's short prints. I don't know the ratios in these. I would say it's going to be rough, especially if you're spending $30 to justify making your money back. But if you want to have, you know, those ghost rares, go for the big money. Hey, you do what you want to do, but those are my suggestions for you guys in terms of is it a set worth investing into. Again, if you don't pull a ghost rare, I would say, especially if you're spending $30, it's going to be rough. But you guys can go ahead and let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section below, and I'll try to update you guys as these cards eventually will, you know, have prices. But again, I don't see these cards going up like $100 a piece. The only thing that has potential for that is going to be the ghost rares. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up things for the video. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and want to be updated on new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and you'll see more very soon. But take care, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.